Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, brought to you by BetDSI, and I'm your host, Mitchell Renz. Interact with me on Instagram and Twitter, at MitchellRenz365. I see a lot of comments flowing in here. I want to give some shout-outs to some of my people. Haley Mew, what's going on, girl? You're watching. Anthony, Steven Hernandez, what's going on? Matthew Maldonado, Robert Jr., a bunch of people going on here, and make sure you guys below subscribe to youtube.com/Raiders Report, the #1 Raiders channel. I see a bunch of questions. If you want to get on the show, use hashtag Raiders below. All right, my first one's coming in from Skylar Gregory. What up, Skylar? Hashtag Raiders. Hey, Mitchell, the Raiders are ranked 24th after free agency and draft. Where do you see them ending up? I don't quite understand this question. The Raiders are ranked 24th after free agency? They have the 24th pick in the draft, and in our latest NFL Power Rankings, they were 31. Skylar Gregory, if maybe there's a question didn't quite get in there, hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. I don't quite understand it. Alex Taylor, I like the hat, my man. I appreciate it. Raiders love the show. How about a shout-out? There you go. Hope we draft Greedy Williams with the #4 pick. Go Raiders. Now, I love Greedy Williams. Great name, too, right? He's a really talented cornerback, long, lanky. Here's the thing. There's some experts who don't really quite know if he's going to be able to live up to the hype because sometimes he takes a few plays off. Now, the upside is there, and if he can bulk up a little bit, I like Greedy. And Greedy and Garyon Conley is a one dynamic duo. Here's the thing, though, man. At pick 4, it's a little bit too rich for me. Also, I'm drinking. I hope you guys are drinking, too. And if you guys want me to drink more beer on the show, type B below. And if I want to know what you guys are drinking, because guess what? I'm looking at the comments right now. We got 200 people live. That's what's up. Robert Kavanaugh, this guy's always on here, Robert, my man. I appreciate it. Thoughts on signing safety Earl Thomas? And first off, this is what I want you to do, Robert. All right, I'm not going to answer this question because I can give you a way more in-depth answer this way. I want you to type in Earl Thomas Chat Sports on YouTube. You're welcome. Next one coming in here is from Eddie trying to lift. Eddie, I feel you there, my man. I've been trying to lift. This suit's getting a little tight on me. How many beers can Mitchell Renz drink on a good night? On a good night? Man, back in my college days, we used to do case races, and my roommates and I, we finished 24 beers in, I think it was like 18 minutes between two of us. Wasn't my proudest moment. Nowadays, man, I went out Sunday night, and I drank like 3 beers, and I was like in another world. But if you guys want to drink awesome craft beer, there's one place to go. It's Devore.com, man. They hook us up all the time here. I'm telling you, if you guys want the best craft beer you'll ever find, Devore.com. Sign up for free. Use promo code CHATSPORTS for $10 off. This one's comatose. Like, guys, I'm telling you, they're rare craft beers. Again, Devore.com. Sign up for free. If anybody uses Devore, slide in my DMs at MitchellRenz365. I'll put you on the show. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. This next one's coming in from Space Monkey, and that picture looks like you're literally out of this world. I have no idea what that is. Hashtag Raiders over under 2 Chucky heads. Love the reference. We trade back in the first with Jacksonville. I'm not going to give it 2 Chucky heads because predicting trades in the draft is so tough, let alone predicting with the team. I will say this. I've been trying to spread Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray rumors so NFL teams think that the Raiders are really interested in those players and maybe they trade up. Hey, I'm just saying, I would love Jalen Ramsey. I just don't think it's all that likely. But I absolutely love the reference. 2 Chucky heads. People are talking. All right, Dead Raider, my man. Dude, I think Dead Raider watches this show more than I'm even on it. I don't even know what this guy does, but Dead Raider, you know I love him. Much appreciated. Will Marshawn sign with us if we stay in the Bay? I think if the Raiders stay in the Bay, Marshawn's going to come back. However, I don't know how likely that's going to be. Personally, I think Marshawn should hang up the cleats, but I don't know. Chris Warren's looking all sorts of thick, so I'm not quite sure. All right, Stephen Barber. Steven, my bad, can't read. Raiders, what do you think of the Raiders trading down from the 4th pick and getting Devin White from LSU and Montez Sweat at 27? Well, I love Montez Sweat. I don't think he's fallen to 27, so that's just my first response. But I also love Devin White, and I think if the Raiders could actually trade back, and actually, I mean, if you just watched our rumors segment here, I said I wouldn't be totally surprised if the Raiders trade back. Now, if Quinnen Williams is gone, if Josh Allen is gone, if Nick Bosa are all gone, and those top 3 picks, the Raiders might be kind of being like, oh, shit, what do we do? If that's the case, I really wouldn't be all too surprised if the Raiders trade back. And if we can start it with Devin White and Montez Sweat, hey, I'd be about it. Steven, what's going on, man? Love the reports. Well, thank you. But hate the fake headset. What do you mean fake? It's 100% real. No need for that, dude. The content speaks for itself. Lose that stuff. Well, if you want me to lose the backdrop and the headset, I wear the headset so you can hear me more clearly. So if you don't want to hear me, then just turn your volume off. And if you don't want a backdrop, I mean, if that's what we're complaining about, I'm doing the right things. But, Steven, I appreciate you watching the show. Love the stuff. Love everybody watching. Daniel Roman, what's going on, man? Mitchell Wren's spirit animal is a Black Panther. Okay, Raider Nation for life. And he's saying this because of my last show. Somebody called me their spirit animal, and I was like, what the heck would my spirit animal be? So apparently, I'm a Black Panther. If you guys have a better option for me, let me know in the comment section below. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, the #1 Raiders YouTube channel. Subscribe below at youtube.com/Raiders Report. If you want to get on the show, use hashtag Raiders right now. But also subscribe. It's the only way you're going to get on the show, I'm telling you. And here's the other thing. For the people who turn their notifications on, I'm only going to put you on the show because whoever responds first to my news, my rumors, all that stuff, you're going on the show. So turn on those notifications. Got it? Good. This one's coming in from Facebook. Bonjour, Chad. Hashtag Raiders. What are the chances the Raiders take a flyer on Kareem Hunt during free agency? I'd give this 2 Chucky heads, and I think that the Raiders absolutely should take a fly on Kareem Hunt. Chad, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go on YouTube, subscribe youtube.com/Raiders Report, but then also look at my top 5 destinations for Kareem Hunt. And in fact, heck, go to youtube.com/ChatSportsTV because that's where the video is located, all right? I actually absolutely love Kareem Hunt going to the Raiders. This one's coming in from Laser_US. Do you think the Raiders trade their picks for the Cardinals' #1 overall pick? I think at the end of the day, the Raiders need a lot of help. And yes, they have a lot of picks. They have 6 in the top 100, 3 in the first round. The only way they do it, in my opinion, if it's for Nick Bosa. Personally, I don't really want the Raiders to trade up to #1. I would personally like for them to trade back and just keep getting more picks because, let's be honest, there's a lot of holes for this team. Nike Eli. Okay, Nike, I need to hydrate. Give me a sec. Our defensive back coach to leave back to college to take a head coaching position, in quotes, Derek Ansley. Your guess is absolutely as good as mine. I'll be 100% honest with you on that one. But, Nike, this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to go to BetDSI. I want you to go to chatsports.com/bet and use our promo code LIVE120. Sign up and deposit, Nike, and I'm going to hook you up with an actual NFL jersey of your choice. MasterCard or Bitcoin, and then DM us at ChatSports on Twitter. Free NFL jersey. And Nike, hopefully you're still watching, use Bitcoin. If you use Bitcoin, you're going to get a 150% deposit bonus. So you put down 100, get 150 for free. Best damn deal out there, guys. I'm telling you. What's better than betting on sports, getting a free NFL jersey, and free money? I'll wait. Maybe craft beer from Devore. But, hey, who knows? All right, let's get into this next one from Jason Peterson. Danny Shelton signed with the Raiders in free agency. I'll give this one 1 Chucky head. I haven't heard too much about Danny Shelton coming to the Raiders, but I do believe Frank Clark's one of their top targets, and I'm trying to think of the player who I also just talked about on my show, and I'm losing my mind already. But in terms of Danny Shelton, I'd probably only give that one 1 Chucky head. Lego Tango, and I have no idea if I pronounced that right. It's a pretty cool picture, though. Raiders, good show, brother. This be for you. Oh, that's for the beer. All right, well, if you like beer, Lego Tango, go to Tavor.com, sign up for free, and use promo code ChatSports for $10 off your very first purchase. I got an East Coast transplant. It's I love IPAs, so all these IPAs from Tavor are pretty dope. And if you guys want craft beer, any suggestions, hit me up. IG or Twitter at MitchellRen365. I like to think that I'm a beer connoisseur. This guy's probably a beer connoisseur. Thirsty Craig, unless he's some kind of else thirsty, which, Craig, I got you, my man. Sweat won't be there at 24. How about Zach Allen? More solid and spectacular. What are your thoughts? Now, Zach Allen is actually my #5 rated defensive end in this draft. I like him a lot, but I still think there's a little bit of a drop-off after Cleveland Ferrell, Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, and Montez Sweat. I think then there's a little bit of a drop-off with Zach Allen, but hey, I wouldn't mind it all that much. Thomas Scrona. Wow. Okay. Cheers to you. Should we do defense in free agents? Oh boy, I can't read. And go heavy offense in the draft. Jacobs #4. Josh Allen, defensive end, is a beast. Hawkinson 24. Hollywood Brown 27. Mack Wilson at 35. Well, Mack Wilson's not going to fall to 35. Hollywood Brown, actually, our dude here at Chat Sports, Tom Downey, had him going there. However, I don't think Jacobs should go at #4. I think that's just a little bit too high there. Okay, Jay Dalla. Jay Dalla, it's literally $1. That's pretty dope. With the 4th overall pick, the Raiders select Mitchell Wren. So I'll tell you this. As much as I would absolutely love to be selected 4th overall, first, Jay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, and I'm gonna post that on my social. So be ready for that. Cheers to you, Raider Nation. I think that's pretty cool. But here's a bad thing: if I go to the Raiders, probably can't do these shows anymore. Just saying. Also, I want to give a shout out to all of our new subscribers over at the Raiders Report. I see you guys just subscribed, so these are the last people who, but right before I went live, that subscribed. Del Cassid something? I'm not quite sure. Katrina, what's going on, girl? Thomas Corona. Oh, Thomas. Robert Anderson. Redface Baby G. Okay, I'm into it. And then we got Jay Youngbull. Lisa Legs. Let me see him. Jacob Posey. This one's What Do You Mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You just subscribe. What's going on? And Cesar, my man, thank you all. Those 10 new subscribers, Raider Nation. Show them love. Show them love. Keep telling your friends. Keep growing the channel. Chad, what you got for me? Any chance the Raiders get in on the bidding war for Antonio Brown? Honestly, Chad, I hope not. Because I think whoever signs Antonio Brown better be in win-now mode. And as much as I want to be able to say that the Raiders are in win-now mode, they're not. I think their vision's on 2020. I think they're going to be about 7-9, 8-8 this year. I actually do not hope that they go out and get Antonio Brown. Delroy Waters. Well, if you like to drink, I got some beer. It's better than water. Chance the Raiders target Rondald Darby. Now, Rondald Darby is my top cornerback right now in terms of free agency. And sure, I think right when you look at what the Raiders need, another cornerback is definitely helpful. In terms of targeting him, I'll give it 2 chalky heads. In terms of signing him, I'll give it only 1. But again, I mean, he's good, but he's like, you know, okay. What you got for me? Chances Rondald Darby or Jason Verrett are targeted free agency. All right, we're throwing out a whole nother one, Delroy. You're lucky Dom likes you. That's all I'm saying, because that's rare you're going to get 2 questions. I'll say Rondald Darby, personally, for me. Aiden Range. Okay, Aiden, what's going on, man? What are your thoughts on Arden Key and his development going into year 2? Well, I absolutely loved Arden Key as a prospect, and sure, he fell in the draft because of more off-the-field stuff. But in terms of athletic ability and what I saw down in the end of the stretch, really good stuff. And he also led the Raiders in quarterback hits with 11. Next closest Raider had only 5. Gilbert, what up? Dude enough with Betty Asai, we get it. Say it once and then more Raiders news. Well, Gilbert, here's the thing. My hair is expensive. My suit is expensive. My Mizzen+Main stuff is nice. And guess what? I got to pay my bills. So just for you, Gilbert, go to BetDSI. I challenge you to go to BetDSI. And in fact, Gilbert, I bet you won't bet against me on BetDSI. I bet you won't put your money where your mouth is. And if you do, if you beat me in a bet, let me know. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Gilbert, use promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. And Gilbert, guess what? You're going to get a free NFL jersey when you sign up and deposit using MasterCard or Bitcoin. Then DM me or DM Twitter. Oh, boy. DM ChatSports, at ChatSports on Twitter. Maybe I should stop drinking this beer from Devore. Also, use Bitcoin. Get 150% deposit bonus. So, enough BetDSI reads? Never enough BetDSI reads. Gilbert, my man. Blake Vandemark. What up? Love the show. Born and raised a Raiders. Keep it up, Mitchell. Well, Blake, I'm hoping I can keep you up. And I'm glad that you love the show. And I'm glad you're born and raised as a Raiders fan. Raider Nation for life. Am I right? Bisp P25. All right, let's see what we got. Should we trade PJ Hall for Sony Michel? Sonny Michel. Gotcha. Sure, if you could do it. However, I think that's never going to happen. I like the thought process. However, my dude, I just don't think that one's ultimately going to happen. Ryan Tremper, what's going on? Las Vegas Raiders in 2020 Super Bowl as I get a slack. Yep, Tom, you got it. Sure, man, that'd be great. And if you actually think that the Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl in 2020, go put your money where your mouth is over at BetDSI. Who's your second-round pick for this year's draft? Any trades player-wise will happen in draft. Second-round players, that's a good one. Get at me at MitchellRens365. I'll give you some top other options there from Twinit Studios. Okay, what else we got here coming up here? Make sure you guys subscribe below. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. Daniel Miller, hashtag Raiders Mitchell Rents, admitted to peeing in the shower. Laugh my ass off. I'm probably going to wait until I get home, too, and pee in the shower after I drink all this beer from Tavor. Guys, I'll see you later. Peace out. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.